Hey, welcome back. My guest is Jason Meza with the Better Business Bureau, and each week you let us know about scams that we need to be watching out for. We appreciate that.
Sure.
You all, I understand, have done a new study, though, that kind of sheds light on who may fall victim to these scams and who doesn't. What can you tell us about what the study and what you guys found?
Sure, we did a deep dive on who could be more vulnerable, more open to having a scam picked on them. So we did about 1,000 folks in our study, those folks who identified themselves as a scam victim over the past few years. The study revealed that about 25% of those, or 1 out of 4 victims, actually had some communication, some kind of feedback. They were on the phone, they were on an email exchange or social media with their scammer. So at that level, about another $600 is the average loss we saw. So do the math. People lost between $600 and more than that for sure. So the victims opened up. They shared a lot more than they should have. They weren't just picked at random.
And I thought it was interesting because you shared some key phrases from the study. Let's show some of those. The first one you said was social media.
People think that it's a good place with friends and to share things, but unfortunately scammers have penetrated that area, and they're preying upon people acting as friends and trying to peek through and trying to achieve some buy-in by saying a lot of times 90% of the people that were on social media had been exposed to a scammer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Social isolation, another one?
Yeah, it's good to have friends and family looking after you, somebody you're accountable to for your money. That's always good to have. If you're isolated online or in person, you leave yourself wide open for a potential scammer to give you an offer that sounds too good to be
So we're
true.
talking about widowed, divorced, lonely folks, those kind of things?
Correct.
All right. The other one here, financial literacy. Now, I think we're talking about folks who know something about finances, right?
Yes, and you would think people or younger people who quite don't know how to handle debt or credit this situation, they're probably financially strapped, so they're looking for ways to get money. So unfortunately, those are the most vulnerable victims, young adults or financially illiterate people.
Okay. Last line of defense, it pays to have somebody looking out for you.
Sure. Well, yeah, in the end, if you're going to pay to buy gift cards, a lady at the counter will probably mention, do you know the person you're sending this to? And that's great. Bank tellers, same thing. People that are looking after you, looking out for you at the very last point.
And they may be aware of these kind of scams, and so they can say to you, hey, before you do this, think twice. What are you doing here?
Before it gets there, Mike, we want you to be prepared, though.
Yeah. Scam knowledge. I think you're talking about folks who at least have some kind of awareness that they could be taken, right?
They're watching the news, they're watching Chris 6 and being informed about the latest scams. They can pass it along, and they're networked. At least they know they're in a group that is savvy about scams. So yes, being knowledgeable about scams.
Do you find, by the way, that people get that knowledge more from watching things like this, segments like this?
Definitely. I mean, it pays to watch the news for sure because you're caught up. And again, social interaction, groups, society. There's even Facebook pages you can like to just be in the know for top scams.
Yeah, people will let you know if they get cheated. Boy, will they let you know.
Been there, done that. Don't do it.
Absolutely. All right. If you want to see this full report, we have got a link on our website. All you have to do is go to christv.com and look for this article, and it is all there, including the tips that we just gave you. Hit the link, and you'll find a whole lot more. Thanks for being here.
Yes,
Good
sir,
stuff,
Mike. Thank you.
as always.